seeing Vitalik's Twitter, right? Pinned tweet. Things I'm excited about. Cryptography plus blockchain. We got that. Life extension. You literally heard about that from Dogelon, like about extending the life of humanity and his donation to India. Life extension. Check. New governance slash social tech. Hello. This is literally a social experiment with a governance token tied to it. Build on better online education of all types. I'm gonna self-promote here and say that I educated online that was seemingly pretty good, so I'm gonna pump myself up there, and we can just say hashtag or at ShibaDerp there. Building cities. Dogelon is the name of the capital city of Mars, according to the Dogelon coin, which is directly tied to this token. Ongoing global poverty reduction. Maybe future donations, possibly, accounting for what he did with India as well. That could be a lot of things. I'm sure Vitalik in the future is going to use the rest of that Shiba to help and donate and kind of build out, what he's already started. And of course, space, which, hello, Dogelon.
We're going to space.
Like,
Donation for the
this
unfounded.
is the list of things that he is trying to tackle in one fell swoop with Shibaswap. This is, I'm not going to say Vitalik's project, but this is some project that somehow involves everything that he's interested in, and you guys are early.
It's Dogelon and
Oh yeah. Can we get a sheep?
They literally just got a donation of a bunch of things called Dogelon. People who accepted the donation for India are saying, "Don't worry, we don't want to hurt you. We will act responsibly. Hold tight." Now, remember, this Dogelon is a part of the ecosystem, so it makes sense. We should go look at the website, Dogelon. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the bottom. At the very bottom, are you really Elon? It says, yes, my name is Elon. Now, all of this stuff that's going on, right? This token is in the white paper. So everything that's going on with Vitalik sending stuff, all of these things and events that seem to be somehow linked, and this Dogelon coin is saying that, yes, this is Elon. Now, hey, wait a minute, that sounds weird. Why would this be Elon? Let's read. And read this in Elon Musk's voice. Dear Earth citizens, as you may know, I have dedicated my life to ensuring that humanity becomes a multiplanetary species. This involves work on 4 fronts, yada, yada, yada. You can read through this. The important part of it is down here in this last part. In my opinion, of course, this is a very low aspiration. We want to reach Mars and beyond. However, many of those good people are rugged or buy scam tokens that can't be sold. For this reason, the Dogelon community pledges to send tokens over time to victims of rugs and scams so that the worst day of their trading life can be turned into their best. And after some time, they will be able to join us on our regular flights to Mars. So, reading into this, right, this is directly tied with the Shibaswap ecosystem. What just happened in the Shibaswap ecosystem? Vitalik Buterin sent money, and a lot of people are claiming that we have been rugged and scammed, and that this is a scam token, and that we should get out, that this is a rug. Part of the ecosystem is specifically declaring that it wants to help people who are in that situation, and that they will send out money. Now, what happened with this money, right? Going back, we're looping back, right? This money was sent to, sorry, let me pull it up, right? This money sent by Dogelon, where they said, we would love to connect with you and work together to maximize the impact of this donation and help extend the lifespan of humanity. Maximizing the impact of this donation in accordance with what Dogelon sets out to do is to send money to the people who were affected by the rug, sending Dogelon to them. Now, how much is one thing, right? This could be a legitimate donation to somebody who is in the field of, biotech and life extension and all of that. But one thing that's better than accepting one donation is a big giant PR move that makes people realize that this is something important that they should pay attention to so that they can draw more money in. Advertising is worth it. So this is one big advertising thing. And I suspect that in probably tomorrow, right, because these events all seem to kind of happen one day after another, I suspect tomorrow, and this is, I don't know this for sure, right? I'm just some crazy guy on the internet. I suspect that everybody who owns Shib, I don't know if it's going to be who owns Shib now or everybody who owned Shib at the time that Vitalik sent out that, just sent the donation, will receive some amount of the Dogelon that was sent to this address. I pulled up a notepad and I have the Dogelon price now. I have the top Dogelon holder, which is the address that that was sent to, and this is the total amount of Dogelon. We have the holder count. So we're this. I copied this earlier, so it's probably higher. 338,000, right? If we distribute the Dogelon equally amongst all of the holders, that means every holder gets 1 billion Dogelon. If we multiply that, of course, by the Dogelon price, that means that if all of this was distributed amongst the Shib holders, every Shib holder would get $611 worth of Dogelon. So all of these events happening together is in no way a coincidence. Like the fact that we're in this Discord, we're building a community. They talk about community saying they will act responsibly, that they don't want to hurt us. So they're not going to hurt us. They're going to try to help. There's literally a coin in here that talks about helping people in the situation that we think we might be in. They'll act responsibly. Don't worry. You know, even the discussions that were happening in dev questions earlier about like, hey, you know, read this. Actually, I think I have that. So it's talking about, you know, it's people's coin, you know, all of this stuff. You guys should have read this by now. They talk about how they couldn't have predicted what Vitalik would have done. I'm pretty sure they're just playing into the meme that this is at the time. You know, it's there, and they're talking about real stuff, right? Like this is real good stuff, right? What Vitalik did was extending the you know, the lifespan of humanity for everybody in India. It's literally what he did. He sent money over, and they can now extend the lifespan of humanity, right? Re-referencing the tweet from Dogelon, which is seemingly like what we're looking at, like this Shiba output from the devs and comparing it to this Dogelon post saying it help extend the lifespan of humanity. So like that is exactly what happened today. But we talk about the rug, and there needs to be some help for that. I think they do mention rug in here. They say that it's not a rug, right? Reassuring. Vitalik Buterin did not rug us. He's not dumping our token. You know, this is all just trying to make everybody feel better. But, you know, you don't believe that. I don't know. That's just a developer saying that he didn't rug us, trying to get us to stay here, right? To rebuild the community. But throughout this, it talks about, like, you know, the community. It talks about Shib army. It talks about staying strong. It says that what he did is correct. It says he didn't rug us, but you know that they're going to try to make things better and that we will grow stronger together. So what's going to happen, I predict, is that tomorrow or someday soon, we will all get some amount of Dogelon deposited into our accounts, and it'll be the apology. It'll be the, hey, you know, you guys were doing something great. Um, a lot of that money was sent to do even greater things, and we realized that. And so we, as the community, as the ecosystem, will help support each other, and we will build all of ourselves up together. And so, yeah, I don't know if you think that this is a rug, if you think that this is a scam. I don't know what is wrong with you at this point, because this is
Can I
so
ask
well
a quick question?
orchestrated and it's beautiful. Yeah.
So I take it the people who are getting these Dogelon coins, is it going to be sent to like their Uniswap wallet, or what if you're using an app like crypto.com? Are we just not going to get anything?
So that's the beauty of the blockchain and Ethereum, right? If you own a Shiba Inu token, that's recorded on the blockchain. The way that that works is your account or what have you is an address, and your address can have different tokens and things sent to it. So ERC20 tokens, which is which Shiba Inu is it is a ERC20 token, can be sent to your address. That's recorded on the blockchain. The fact that you have that token or have X amount of them, that's recorded there. So
even if it's like on an app.
Yeah, that it's all on the blockchain. So it's decentralized. Okay. It's not on your app. It's not on one server somewhere. It is on this thing called the distributed computer on Ethereum. And whenever I pull up Etherscan, what I'm doing is I'm looking at the transactions and like the record that is on the blockchain, right? So the blockchain stores a whole bunch of information about different accounts and addresses and transactions, and it's all publicly available. Right? All of this is publicly available. You can go and you can look up any transaction hash or anything, and you'll be able to see it. So I can, by going to Shiba Inu, the token, I can go down and I can click on the holders. I can see, and I think this limits it. There's a lot more holders than it will let me show. It only shows the top 100 on this website. It can show a whole lot more. It's just that's a lot of data. So to keep it from preventing the site from loading for you, they restrict it. But you could see, if you actually looked at the blockchain, not through this website, you could see every single person who owns, and by person I mean address, who owns Shiba Inu. You can see the amount that they own, and you can click through and you can see, here's the India COVID relief fund, right? So they received stuff, and you can see all the transactions that happened here. You can see that Vitalik initiated it, that Binance sent money to send Shib. You can see that other people also came along and also sent Shib to the relief fund. So like the community's coming together and donating all of these things.
Is it too late to donate?
No, I can guarantee you anybody who wants to donate can. If you go to this Etherscan and you find this contract number, this address, and you send anything, it doesn't have to be Shiba Inu, but Shiba Inu would help the cause of figuring out, that this is the community coming together. You can send contract. You can open up your MetaMask and you can click send, and you can put this contract in, and you can send them the amount of Shiba Inu or whatever token that you want. And you can send it to them that way, and then it should show up here. They say he didn't rug us, right? Key thing is the term rug there. The fact that Dogelon is talking about supporting the people who got rugged or like are part of scams, which I'm sure that like they will send that out as reassurance, saying like the purpose of this coin, Dogelon, is literally to help out the good people who were rugged or scammed. So it will be sent out, I'm sure of it, but I'm speculating.
So that might be what he was hinting at when he commented earlier on the Discord saying, what did he say? Some surprises I have for you soon, for all of you soon.
Yeah, the soon, some surprises I have for you all. So, I mean, he's saying he has surprises, right? And then he mentioned like, some people think, oh, Shibaswap soon. Some people think, oh, the new wolf paper, right? But no, like all of this stuff that went on today, right? It all started with the COVID relief fund, where Vitalik Buterin sent all of this money to the COVID relief fund that was in the form of Shiba, the Shiba Inu token, where Shiba Inu sent 50% of its total supply to Vitalik Buterin, and warned the community that it was in Vitalik's hands and he could do whatever he wanted with it, but that they trust Vitalik. So a lot of negative stuff has come out of this. They think a lot of people think that this was a scam, a rug pull, and I really think that it's not. And the reasons why I think that it is not is this happened 7 hours ago. As part of this, the person who actually received the Shiba Inu token to begin with sent out this tweet thanking Vitalik Buterin, and then also thanking the Shiba Inu community and letting them know that they will act responsibly, and telling us not to worry. Now, if we go to the white paper, the wolf paper, we see that there's a whole bunch of tokens that are a part of this, right? So we know that we have Shib, which was sent out to India, But one interesting thing is this Elon token down here, which why is this Elon token actually selected to be as a part of the initial Shibaswap launch? So we go and we look into that. We can go to the white paper for that and see what is this all about. But before we get there, we should go look at what happened 3 hours after the donation. Elon Musk came out with a tweet, and he said that he is no longer that Tesla is no longer accepting Bitcoin. The cryptocurrency is still accepted; it's still good, but because of the cost, the environment, they're not accepting it until they can find a solution to make it more environmentally friendly. So we have Ethereum 2.0, which is coming out, which matches this exact description. And Ethereum 2.0, or Ethereum itself, also supports the ability for Bitcoin to become wrapped and incorporated into the network. So you can still use Bitcoin, just not on the inefficient Bitcoin ecosystem. So that's good. Referencing back to the white paper, we can see there is a definite, and in other places, wrapped Bitcoin is a big player here. Now, that was Elon Musk that sent that out. Now, again, I ask, what is this Elon token doing here? Right? And earlier today, there was a massive transfer of Dogelon wealth into this address. If we go and we look at the transactions that happened, we can see that Vitalik Buterin, 8 hours ago, which is around the same exact time that he sent money to India, he sent it to this address. Now, we aren't entirely sure what this address is just from looking at this. But if we go to the Dogelon Twitter, they made a tweet 5 hours ago, which is right around the time that all of this was happening, congratulating M Foundation on the donation. The big donation that happened with Dogelon was sending it to that address that we just looked at. We have to wonder, right, who that M Foundation person is, and we also, see here that they want to work together to maximize the impact of this donation and also to help extend the lifespan of humanity. Extending the lifespan of humanity ties directly back to the donation that Vitalik made to India, and then maximizing the impact of this donation will come up and be important later. But let's get in and see who M Foundation actually is. Just by a click, we can see that biotech, life extension are some of the key things here in the note. And then we can scroll down and also see that, they're into NASA. There are others who had said that this person is close with SpaceX as well. So if this person truly did receive that, you have to wonder, well, why did Dogelon, with the name Doge and Elon in it, send all of this to somebody who is already closely tied with SpaceX, NASA, and those folks? If we go now to the Dogelon paper or website, we can read about it. The first thing I'll say is, remember, this is tied in with the Shibaswap ecosystem. So they have some stake in this. They think that this is a legitimate token. They ask the question, are you really Elon? And it responds, yes, my name is Elon. So you have to wonder if this is a legitimate thing and all of this is choreographed together, right? This should be a trustworthy source. And it talks about Dear Earth citizens. And you can talk and read through this in Elon's voice, but I won't do so. The important part is down here, where it talks about wanting to reach Mars and beyond, but a lot of good people are rugged or buy scam tokens and they can't sell them. And so the objective of the Dogelon community is to send tokens over time to the victims of rugs and scams so that the worst day of their trading life can be turned into their best. Okay. Now, for anybody who's invested in Shib, the worst day of their trading life for anybody who got in just a little bit ago is today. They feel terrible. Not only did they buy at the top and it started to go down, after it started to go down, Vitalik did something that feels like a betrayal. And so a lot of people are saying that it's a scam, that it's a rug, and this token, which is a part of the ecosystem that Shiba is in, says that it wants to help those who feel rugged or scammed. So it is my belief that this token will be used by the ecosystem, by the developers, by the creators to send something back, give something back to the community that was affected by the donation of Vitalik Buterin sending Shib to India. The point of this, right, of Elon Musk saying that Bitcoin isn't any good and the whole wrapped Bitcoin nonsense and the actually here, this is important. It says that technically Dogelon is a fork of Dogecoin, right? And he talks about a lot of good people have hopes of one day reaching the moon, which is like what Dogecoin's all about, to the moon, which Elon Musk even said in Saturday Night Live. The point of Dogelon isn't so much to go to the moon, but it's to go to Mars, right? It's like Dogecoin, but it's different. Its goal is different. It's a different token. Its goal is different, but it follows the same meme. Let's see. There is something in here that actually leads me to believe that the point of Dogelon is to encourage Dogecoin holders to join the Ethereum ecosystem and buy Dogelon the same way that they bought Dogecoin. Same exact purpose. It's technically a fork. It's the same thing. I think the goal that they have, Vitalik Buterin, Elon Musk is involved in it, and probably a ton of other people that are just kind of like other actors in this. Their goal is to turn Ethereum into the host platform for wrapped Bitcoin and wrapped Dogecoin potentially. If you remember in the white paper, if you read it, which you should, if we go up to Leash, where it talks about Leash for the first time, it says very explicitly, which they didn't have to do, they could have just taken it out if they decided to do it. It was originally envisioned to be a rebase token tied to the price of Dogecoin. Dogecoin is mentioned in here. It was supposed to be the Dogecoin killer. It was supposed to be tied to it. And I believe it was supposed to bring the Dogecoin community into the Ethereum ecosystem by essentially becoming a wrapped Dogecoin. But later, it was decided that they would do something different. I believe that later is whenever they signed on Elon Musk onto the project and added the Dogelon coin. And now, instead of having to force it through being this tied in price to Dogecoin token, now they don't have to do that. They could do something else with Leash. They could instead bring the Dogecoin community in through Elon Musk pushing it, saying, buy Dogelon. Dogelon is the moon version of Dogecoin, right? Different platform, same meme, same idea, different destinations. So all of those people come in, they get in on this. So like you guys are talking about, if Dogecoin can get there, we can get there. No, we are Dogecoin now. That's why we're the Dogecoin killer, because we are literally absorbing Dogecoin. We are also trying to literally absorb Bitcoin, at least into the Ethereum network. This is way bigger than you guys realize. Looking at your charts, just looking at charts and being like, is it going to go down? Is it going to go up? I don't know. What's Vitalik Buterin going to do with his wallet? Should we trust him? Is he going to rug us? Like, all that is so funny when I hear that, because this is so much bigger. This is all orchestrated. This is all designed. You are literally like a guinea pig. You are in their ecosystem. You bought into the meme, potentially. I don't know. Maybe you read the white paper. Maybe you did your research and you already know everything that I'm saying. I don't know. But like, guys, this is huge. I don't know. I was trying to say this yesterday, but I couldn't. So I had to do more research to like back up my claims. But what's happening in getting this wrapped Bitcoin in and getting this Dogecoin in, what that's going to do is that's going to prevent any other smart contract platform from being able to use Bitcoin or use Dogecoin or to incorporate it, to wrap it, right? It's going to force them to have to integrate with Ethereum. It's going to force Ethereum's position as the smart contract platform, as the world computer, because it's going to have all those popular coins on it. So this is huge. This is Ethereum making a move to try to absorb all the other big cryptocurrencies, bring it in, and put it onto this Shibaswap decentralized exchange and provide it rewards in a way that they try to keep people there. There's also mention of Shibaswap having like future extensions supporting NFTs. So they're also trying to get into NFTs. So they're combining NFTs, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, this Shiba Inu token, Shibaswap, all inside of this great Ethereum ecosystem right before or leading up to the Ethereum 2.0 release, which will allow all of the people all over the world to have low gas fees and and to have it not consume all of the energy that a proof of work does. So this is literally huge. This is the biggest power move in cryptocurrency probably ever. Like this is the move that if they do it right, continue to do it right, will literally take over cryptocurrency. And you are so early, and you guys are panic selling, and you guys are talking about it being a rug, and like this is literally the launching point. And it's exactly the way that they designed it. It starts with the community. It starts with a group of people all coming together around dog coins, something silly, right? But it's not just dog coins. It's dog coins with a purpose. That's the point of the wolf paper. It's silly. It gets people in. It's cute. It builds a community. And then the community grows and realizes and learns together. That's what's happening right now. We are all learning together. And then they do all of these publicity stunts. They go ahead and they, try to like rock the world, literally. Like that's what they're doing. Shiba Inu blasted off. It got so high so fast. It got listed on Binance. Like it got listed on all the exchanges so quickly. Do you really think that that was a coincidence? That like just literally this thing got picked up from the ground and shot into space on accident? No, that was all orchestrated. And I will walk you through a little bit more, right? Whenever you're reading through any paper, the writer of the paper, if they're any good, they'll try to point out all of the important things, right? If we go and we look at the introduction here in the different color, we are an experiment in decentralized, spontaneous community building, right? So right off the bat, this is about community building, decentralized community, and it's an experiment. They don't know whether this is going to be a success. They're trying something absolutely crazy, and we're a part of their experiment. Not even going to read the rest. We're just going to go down to the next part that is in color. They believe in the power of the collective decentralization, and they believe they can build something stronger than any centralized team ever could. A community-run token with no, united individual, without the united individual who give it purpose. It's nothing without it. So like they're literally saying that, hey, like we're building something, it's going to be community run and it's going to be more powerful than any centralized thing it could ever imagine, right? So they're like building it up. This is supposed to be big. Okay. Now, if we go down a little bit further, now we get to the point, which is why ETH. Okay. This is where it starts to get interesting because it's more relevant to what's going on. It says we sent over 50% of the total supply to Vitalik. There is no greatness without a vulnerable point, right? They admit to it being a vulnerable point as long as VB doesn't rug us, right? They even say the word rug there in the white paper. And then what happens? Like a couple months later, or not even, this is still the same month that it came out, isn't it? Like whatever. It's crazy. This is all happening so fast. Hoping that Vitalik doesn't rug us. Right? They say rug. And then now, like, it's actually like 2 weeks later or something, and everybody is throwing this word out. Vitalik, rug. It's it was a vulnerability. It was a scam, all of that stuff. It literally says all of those words right here in the white paper. And so as long as he doesn't rug us, which if you remember back to the statement, they said Vitalik didn't rug us, then Shiba will grow and survive. Literally saying in the white paper here, the wolf paper, that Shiba will grow and survive. Now, that just happened. One of my other theories is that this page, Shiba Rescue with Amazon Smile, the next thing, right? We just experienced that and potentially as a result of what was up there, we might get the drops of Dogelon, which will go into our account and it will resolve that problem. People will no longer think that we're a rug because everybody who owned Shib got essentially paid for it, got rewarded, got there was a sorry that was sent to us in the form of money, which everyone is upset about because that's what they think they lost, but it was just handed to them. So it's like a sign of peace. It's saying, hey, we're all in this together, we're a community, and we will come out of it stronger. We get to this Amazon Smile stuff. The next thing that is in color is Amazon Smile. So I expect tomorrow, the next day, Friday or something, that you'll see Amazon Smile in the news, and they're going to make a huge donation again. And I don't know if it's going to be in Shib. Vitalik Buterin still has a lot of Shib, and that would still be great support for us if he just sent the same amount to Amazon Smile for supporting, the Shiba Inu dogs and other animal rescue. So that's what I predict is going to happen. Amazon Smile is going to be directly included with all of this. And then after that, we get into where is the next word that's in color. We scroll down. The next word that's in color is Shibaswap. So we are getting closer and closer to Shibaswap. It's not out yet, but they are playing through their actions. The actions explicitly laid out in their wolf paper. And once we get here, we're going to get Shibaswap, and then all of this is going to turn on, and all of the people who suffered through, who got rewarded Dogelon, people who then potentially suffered through a second time, which I don't think it'll be a suffering because I think by that point people will realize, maybe actually they're going to do the smile thing before they give out the Dogelon. And what that means is that we'll feel even more rugged, because right now people already feel rugged, which I don't think that would be good. I think it would be better to give the Dogelon before, because we already have a lot of people who are angsting. So I think it would be better to do the Dogelon before the smile, but that's just my opinion. But eventually we'll get down to the Shibaswap. This is when it will all turn on. This is whenever your money that you've invested in, that will at some point, it'll have ups and downs. Like, this is a very crazy time. This is whenever you'll be able to stake it. And this is whenever you'll be able to provide liquidity and actually start earning passive income on what you have. And you'll start gaining, money, essentially. People will come in and they'll start using the swap because everybody's going to be throwing all of these tokens into this. And all of these tokens are tied to the biggest publicity stunt in crypto, right? So these are valuable coins once people realize it. So all of this liquidity is going to be locked in here during this extra liquidity event. So everybody's going to be wanting to put stuff in here because they're going to want to get Bone, because Bone is the governance token. So if you have Bone, you are, in some way, you have some ability to vote in where this Shibaswap goes. Remember, if this is successful and they actually get wrapped Bitcoin in and they actually get Dogecoin in, then you have essentially voting power on how all of that stuff can be used in the ecosystem. Like, are you kidding me? That's huge. Do you know how early you are? The fact that you're in before Shibaswap comes out? Like, you guys are in. You guys should be in love with this project. There should be no FUD, because this is literally the future.